Welcome to War Thunder with Subdude. How y'all doing today? Well, I would like to illustrate once and for all why Gaijin needs to update their mission profiles on maps, even like alternate history Spain. Now, you might be wondering why I'm wasting my time doing this. Well, I don't have anything else to do. It's the C virus, the Chinese virus lockdown, so I'm not going to worry about it. Not that I'm locked down anymore. I go wherever the hell I choose. Um, but here's the deal. This is the F4 Phantom, F4E in fact. I've got the F4C, I've got, the F100. I've got the fast movers. I've got the best missiles for all of them. As you can see, I've got the AIM 9Js for the F4E. All well, all good. Wonderful, right? Wrong. Let's go take a look at Germany real quick. Germany. Oh, see, I've got the MiG 21 MF. And, oh my goodness, look at those. Those are those R-60s. Those air-to-air missiles that chase down just about everything in the sky. Now you might be sitting here going, well, what is your complaint with these missions then if you've got these top tier jets that are capable of maneuvering like demons in the sky and firing missiles that chase down everything from gnats to, you know, sky whales? Well, my problem stems from planes like this, B 29, and by extension the Tu 4, because they're basically the same plane, only different armament. And this plane, the PE 8. The PE 8, which is on the alternate history Spain map. And going onto that map and flying planes like this and this. Planes that have no business being in the same airspace as these jets. They have no business being in the same airspace as an F-100. A4B, I've taken down 5 B-29s in nothing flat. This is a problem that needs an update. Now you might be sitting here going, well, what sort of an update do you think we need? Well, here's one that I think we could probably use. Instead of using planes like the B-29 and the PE-8, let's use planes more suitable. The IL-28 or Tu-14T. And if these planes are not suitable for what you think should be in the game, recommend something to Gaijin so that Gaijin may consider making an AI plane, and it doesn't have to be a player plane, that would be interesting. Like, oh, I don't know, Tu-95 Bear? Can anyone say Big Bomber? Much newer. Or over here on the US side, get out of the way. Oh, I don't know, something like the B 47 Strato Fortress, or I'm not sure if that's the name of it. Doesn't matter at this point. The fact of the matter is, they need to update the AI in the game. And they need to make more big maps, but that's another complaint that has been aired 150,000 times that they steadfastly refuse to deal with, um, for reasons. God only knows what those reasons are, because they have no bearing on intelligent discourse. Um, but the big problem is players. I've got an attention span of a tsetse fly on acid. I need to get to battle instantly. And they love these postage stamp sized map. They're horrible. They're idiotic. Nobody climbs up to get the full performance out of their aircraft. I mean, most people get up to about 20,000 feet, and that's about as far as they go. That's a waste of time. That's a waste of the flight. And then the fight devolves down to about treetop level. So why bother? Like I've said before, it's like having a knife fight in a phone booth with machine guns. It's crazy. This is something Gaijin needs to seriously work on. I don't want the B 47 or the B 52 or the TU 95 or the Victor or any of those super Whamadine ultra big bombers to be player controlled. One, none of the runways we have are big enough. Most of the runways that something like a B 52 lands on are in excess of 5,000 feet long. Think about that. That's over a mile. Well, 5,280 feet is a mile. But these runways are in excess of that. So, yeah, it's over a mile long to put one of those big pieces of garbage down. The B-1B Bone requires that much room. The Stealth B2, maybe not. Don't know for sure. I'm not up on the flying wing. But the same thing goes for Russian aircraft. Ain't nobody gonna put a Tu-95 down on the itty bitty postage stamp runways we have now. And these itty bitty maps are no good for these big bombers either. One, they're not going to be flying at 15,000 feet. They're going to be way up. They're going to be at 40,000 feet or higher if they can get there to do their bombing. Why? SAMs, surface to air missiles. During Vietnam, the SA-2, don't know what the Russians called it, don't care. But the SA-2 was basically the length of a telephone pole, and it fired from dedicated launchers. Some of them were mobile, and they were radar guided, and they would fly up and they would take out B-52s and RB-66, and they would shoot them at F-105 Thunder Chiefs and a whole bunch of other planes. They're wonderful, but they're still telephone poles. The United States used anti aircraft missiles like the Hawk. If you don't know what that is, you can look it up yourself on Wikipedia. It's in there. But none of these planes should be one player controlled. They should be AI added into the game for use as AI bots. Now you don't have to like it. It isn't something whether you got to have or don't got to have. But it would make more sense to have something like that in the game than having an F4 Phantom going up and shooting down PE-8s. That looks stupid. I would rather be going up and trying to take down a bear or trying to take down a B-52 or a B-47. And like I said, these should not be player vehicles for use by players. These should be AI only. Maybe get something like the B-66 for the US and a smaller one for the Russians. You can pick one there. I don't know Russian planes that well, but something with the capabilities similar to like the Votur 2A or 2B. Something that can actually stay at altitude and drop bombs. Maybe a little bit more bombs than a Votur can, but this is where it should be rather than having those archaic World War II aircraft when we're flying planes like the Phantom, the MiG, the Lightning, the F-104, the Mirage, the the Draken, which is now getting the super adjustable or super maneuvering missiles. So it's up to you guys. I can no longer go on the forums because Oscam doesn't like me. He got upset and basically had me banned. But y'all can take and use this information, this idea. Let's get something going because this is something that needs to happen to make the game better, as well as more large maps, large scale flying maps for the top tier aircraft. Tier 6 aircraft are too fast to be left with postage stamp maps. When you can go from parked on the runway to supersonic in 2 minutes, that's when your map size really matters. That's Subdude signing out. Y'all have a pleasant today, a better tomorrow, and we'll catch you in the sky in air realistic on the good maps, but probably not flying an F4 Phantom. Thanks, folks.